What's up, y'all? Today we want to talk about the 3 levels of scoring. When talking about the 3 levels of scoring, people are usually talking about what you can do on the court. In reality, it ain't all about you. I know I'm not no expert, but I do know this one factor can change your game and make you the biggest threat on the court. I'll talk about it later in the video. Let's get started. Alright, here's the diagram for the 3 levels of scoring. You got your threes, you got your mid ranges, and you got your finishing. And the thing I want to talk about later in the video in the middle that combines all three. Alright, first we're going to talk about threes. In today's game, shooting a three is very, very important. So that's why we got to practice it the most. In today's game, every position should be shooting the threes. Yes, even the fives. When everybody can shoot, it opens the defenses up. It spreads them out and allows players to penetrate the perimeter. It opens up opportunities for mid-ranges and finishing at the rim. Like most skills, it takes a lot of reps to get your three-point shooting right. As you can see in the video, I'm missing most of my shots. But after I miss, I try to make little adjustments to make my shot just right. One problem I'm trying to fix right now is arc on my shot. When I add more arc to my shot, it's more likely to go in, due to the fact that an arc shot is more likely to bounce vertically on a rim. As you can see in the footage, I'm not hitting most of my shots. I just try to keep hitting them and hit them and hit them. I don't count it as a rep if I don't make it. And I don't count it as a rep if I don't like the rep. Okay, now you can see that I'm going to counters for my three-point shooting. You got a little mid right there. And then you're going to see me drive and shoot a floater. Alright, with these, you don't want to force anything, alright? Try to be as creative as possible. Don't make the same rep twice. Because in a game, you're not going to do the same thing twice. The defense is going to catch up to it. Now we're going straight into the finishing and mid-range. You saw me shoot a layup, 2-footer floater right there, and then a 1 foot, and then a mid-range. These 2 levels of scoring go very well together. You can barely tell the difference between a mid-range shot and a 2-footer floater. Even though that doesn't matter, you can still trick the defense into thinking that you're shooting a pull-up while you're actually going for a dribble drive for a layup or floater. Or you can trick them that you're going to dribble drive for a layup or floater into a pull-up. Like I said before, you're going to need to be creative with your counters. That's what makes guys like Kyrie so good. They're always ready, always adaptable for anything. You have to use your imagination to imagine situations and defenders. Cones won't always do it for you. Guys like Kyrie and Kobe are so good because they use their imagination. They already imagined it. Or if they haven't imagined it, they can come up with it in-game like that. They can do that because they have experience imagining things on a whim while they're practicing. That's what makes them so unguardable. They don't just practice a crazy move. They had to come with it on the spot. That's why pseudo basketball is such a good drill. As you can see in the footage, I'm not trying to do the same move twice. I'm trying to be creative as possible. Yes, some might be simple, but they're really effective. I'm not saying you have to be the professor every single time you walk on the court, but it is good if you have some of these moves in your bag. Don't limit yourself and just let your imagination run wild. And now, for the last level of scoring. IQ. Having IQ is literally a cheat code. Such a cheat code that every team has one. The coach. I'm not saying all coaches are built the same, which can be a good or bad thing. Players like Draymond Green, Kobe Bryant, and Chris Paul make the coach's job so much easier. Now imagine if you were that player and how much PT you would get. With this last level of scoring, you don't have to score all the time. You can just use other players' skills to help them score. You can unlock a part of a player's game that you know they have, but they don't. You can expose the other team's defense so they can get an easy bucket, or just a tip for more scoring. If you can do that for your teammates, just imagine what you can do for yourself. Yeah, I know what I said at the beginning. It's not all about you. But just imagine. Just like the other 3 levels of scoring, IQ requires practice. How do you increase your IQ? By studying game film. Yeah, I know it's not cool studying game film, but if you want to be the best, you gotta do what the best do. Start with just watching one game. and try to identify one thing in that game. It could be a player's offense, a team's offense, or a team's defense, or anything else. And then watch it again, and then again until you can find everything in that game. Watch it so much that you can identify everything in that game. You can't cheat IQ or any of the levels of scoring, matter of fact. Read, study, or rep it out. And whatever you have to do, just do it. Alright, y'all. Thanks for watching. Have a blessed day.